Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video we will see that how to implement custom middleware in ASP.NET Core, or along with that like middleware is a component in the HTTP request response pipeline that receives an HTTP request, can process it, or after the next component, or we can short circuit the pipeline as well through the custom middleware. Okay, so this is why like every request passes through the middleware in order, or this is why like we need the custom middleware in a few cases. Okay, so let's see that how to implement the custom middlewares in our application. So without any delay, so let's jump to the code directly. Okay, so first I will create our first custom middleware, which is the API whitelisting middleware. Okay, so like this middleware checks the IP, like incoming request of the IP address, or if the IP address matches through the array of the addresses, so it like we will be able to allow the IP address to uh, proceed the next thing. Okay, so I would love to name it as a API like IP whitelist middleware. Okay, or I will initialize through few things. Okay, like first I will initialize the, or I will just use the request delegate. Or first let me tell you that what is the request delegate that I am using here. Okay, let's wait for a while, or let me initialize it through the constructor. Okay, so like we have injected the request delegates. So request delegates is used to it is used to send to the next middleware. So this is the main purpose to use the request delegate. Interviewer can ask you that what is the request delegate. So now let me create a few uh, IP address list. Okay, so suppose I am using the like allowed IPs. Okay, in the in this list I am allowing 2 3 IP addresses. Okay, so right now I am at the local machine. Okay, so that's why I am putting the IP address of local. Okay, now the next IP address that I will put here, this is one. Okay, so this is my common IP address of the at the local level. Okay, now the next thing that I will love to add here, now I will create the implementation of this middleware, or I will just use the invoke async method. Okay, or I will just pass the HTTP context here like this. In this way, like we have defined the such things. Or suppose I am trying to access the API like IP address of the request. Okay, so the connection remote IP address. Okay, or I will just get it to the string. Okay, but let's make it nullable as well. Okay, so that we won't face any issues further. Okay, like we should handle the null exceptions as well. Okay, suppose what I am doing here, if allowed, let me see that what I am. Okay, allowed IP is okay. So allowed IPs not contained in the list. So what I will do here, simply I will just give the response with the status code. Okay, status code 403, like this IP address is not allowed, or 403 is considered as a forbidden. Okay, so now await contact. Now I will give the response as well. So IP not allowed. So simply I will just give this response. Okay, or I, I don't want to return anything here. So that is why I am doing this thing. Or now, if suppose if the API is allowed in this list, so simply I will just move to the next middleware. Okay, so this is the use case of the uh, request delegates that I explained you earlier in this video. Like we can move to the next middleware through this request delegate class. Okay, so this is the purpose to use here. or let's register our this middleware as well. Okay, so app.use middleware, or simply I will just paste this middleware class here, or it will check directly while we trying to access the API. Okay, or if I run this application, or I will tell you that how this middleware is working. Okay, so let's see. Or simply let me open the HTTP file as well, so that we can run the API as well. Okay, so this is the first middleware that we have created, or it is a very common thing, or every time you want to create the custom middleware, so you should always inject the request delegates class through the constructor. After that, in this invoke async method, you have to you have to add the implementation, or just after you have to register your custom middleware in the program CS. Okay, so let's see, or I will run this request. So simply at this moment we will get the response through the API. So this is the response that I am getting here. Or now let's do some changes in the API. Okay, so this is the thing that I'm changing here. Okay, or if I save this thing. Okay, so add, or now rerun this API. Okay, I think I restart this application, because sometimes it won't work if you don't restart your application. Okay, like while you're working with the custom middleware, so it is a very important thing, like while you're working with this thing. Now send the request, then you will see that IP not allowed. Okay, or if I add the debugger here, so we will see that what the results we are getting over here. Okay, if I check one by one, there you will see that the IP address that I am getting, which is the one, but at this moment I am allowing the IP address is the two. So this is why we work with the IP addresses, or we have added the IP whitelisting middleware. Okay. So in this way, like we have implemented our first whitelisting middleware. Okay, now let's add custom middleware. Okay, so that we can confirm the things are working properly. Or so let's see that what so now the next middleware that I am gonna to create for you, which is the exception middleware. Okay, so suppose uh, I will just add the a new class, or I would love to name it as exception middleware. Or simply I will just create the class, or you have to do the same thing that we have did earlier. Okay, let me copy this thing here, paste it here, or create the constructor. I will pass this request delegates to the constructor, or that we have in request delegates. Now after what you need to here, now I will create a method public async void. Okay, or I will just name this method as a invoke async, not void, uh, task. It should task. Now I will pass the HTTP context. Make every time you wanted to create the custom middleware. Okay, so you should always follow this same pattern. Okay, or if any exception is not occur, so simply I will just move to the next middleware. Okay, so if you want to move to the next middleware, just you have to do the same thing that I have done here. Okay, like this. Okay, or if any exception occurs, so simply I'll just give the response of the status code, which is the 500. It shows the custom something went wrong at server. Okay, uh, contacts dot response. I will just write the response as well. Okay, in the response I will give, I will add the object. Okay, so in this thing what I need here, or not write async, it should write JSON async so far. Now I will add the message is something went wrong, or error that we can add here. Let's add the variable here or add the message here. Okay, so in this way, like we can define the exception middleware, or we need to register this middleware as well. Okay, or make sure that like you should add the middleware in a a particular order. Okay, like you should not add the middleware in a random order. Okay, because like otherwise you will face an issues while working with your application. Okay, and it is not a good practice as well. Or if I run this application, so I will tell you that how the things are working. Okay, so let's send the request again. So let's see that what the response will I will get here. Okay, I think my IP address, I have not allowed this IP address. Okay, so let's add one here. Okay, or let me restart this application. I forgot to whitelist my IP address. Okay, so you see that how the things are working. Okay, let's send the request again. Thereafter you will see that we are getting the response. Or if I want to check that the exception middleware is working or not, so simply I will just go to my controller, or I will just change the index here, or I will hot reload this application. Now I will send the request. Thereafter you will see that we got the message is something went wrong with the error. Index was outside the bound of the error. So like in this way we can create the middlewares in ASP.NET Core application. Or middleware is a very important thing to implement in the application, because we always need to handle such kind of requests that we can't do at the code level. So this is why like we need the middleware. Now so if you love this video, if you love this content, so hit the like button or share this video to your friends, your colleagues, your network as well. Or subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. So till then, take care guys, bye bye, have a good day.